Hi, welcome to the Quick City Workshop. My name is Christoph and welcome to this channel. In today's video, like I promised in the previous two videos, I'm going to work on the collection system. So the first thing is this roof has got a lot of rubbish on it. There's moss and black algae and everything like organic stuff growing on top, and a lot of leaves. And I'm going to use a pressure washer and give it a good clean, and also clean the gutter, and then I'm going to look at the collection at the gutter to deliver the water from the gutter into this tank. So let me first show you. This is the existing, this is how, when we bought the house it was like this. This is just a straight pipe going from the gutter straight into the tank. I've added this piece of mesh so that the leaves doesn't go into the tank, but this is not a permanent solution. So I'm gonna disconnect this completely, because I'm gonna do a complete new installation, and that way also when I clean the roof nothing will further go into the tank. So I've got everything ready. There's water, the hose, the pressure washer, and I've got power. So now that the roof is completely clean and the gutter is clean, I'm gonna install this downpipe. It's a bigger diameter. I'm gonna put a piece there, and then underneath that I'm gonna put this, which is gonna be installed at an angle with a mesh over. So the idea is that the water can go through and into the rest of the pipe, but the leaves and everything that's larger than the mesh would just bounce off and fall over this. So you can buy a specific made leaf catcher for rain harvesting, but here where I am there wasn't anything available, and this is just a drain. It's one of these that you actually install in the ground for your downpipes, and I'm just going to put it in an angle. I'm using this fitting, so I'm going to install my pipe against the wall, and then this angle comes out like that, and then that will be close to the gutter. So here's the piece that I just cut. I've already cut, I made the hole bigger in the gutter, and that's so that the leaves can't clog up that hole. But this, I need to shape this a little bit, so I'm gonna heat it up with this flame. And now it's soft and malleable, and I can just shape it a bit. Actually want it to be more oval. So I've pushed this, I've cut a piece and I've pushed it into this fitting, and now I'm gonna push this other fitting on top. Just want to make sure which side I want to be standing away from the wall, this side. So I've installed the other pipe. It's a long pipe, and this will be the pipe that will catch the first rain, the first flush and all the junk. So at the bottom end I need to close this. So if you can see there, I've got this fitting. It's a standard reducer from 110 to 50 mil, and this ball valve fits in there. It's got a rubber seal there, but I want to also add some glue so that it stays in there, and I want this to be facing away from the wall so that I can get my hand in there to drain that first flush water. So when it rains, the first leaves and debris and stuff, well, the debris will fall off that top catcher, and then it will fill this pipe, which will be empty with all the first dust and stuff on the roof. And after it's filled, the overflow will just go in the tank. After the rain, I can just open this ball valve and flush out the pipe so it can be empty. Another way would be to leave this ball valve slightly open, just a little bit, so that it weeps. And that's another way, but I just would like to keep the water in there and drain it when needed. So I've already sanded this a little bit, and the inside of this and the outside of this I've sanded, and the inside of that, and that will be glued in with PVC weld. So let's quickly, I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so small problem, these two are exactly the same size, so you need actually a fitting, a joining fitting. This is designed to fit inside those rubber gaskets, or it must go inside fitting, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to heat this pipe up and stretch this to fit over this pipe. I'm going to leave this to dry like this while I'm drilling the brackets to fasten this to the wall. So here's the top, and this grid fits over. I just put 2 cable ties there so that I can open it easily for maintenance if there's something, if I need to clean out this area with I think this will collect sand. In that area, and then I can just close like this. I had 2 of these meshes, and I just cut that one to fit in the top, and then that one just fits in like that. And this one I made it in such a way that the bottom one is just too large. It's just a little bit too large to fit in, so that it actually is over this lip and not under it. Now I've got a nice surface, and all I need to do is put some netting. I'm just going to put it with pegs so it's easy for me to clean it if I need to, and I'm doubling it up. This is an experiment. Let's see. So if I put this like that, and I just take some pegs and it's easy to take off and clean. So just always cut a piece larger than what you need. I think later on I can always make a little frame or something, but for now, or I can get nice stainless steel clips, but for now this is what I have, and I'm just going to put 6 of these, and then when the water comes out of the gutter, it falls on this. It will go through the mesh, but the leaves will just fall off, and it will fall down there on the ground. So you can do this depending on how your gutter is and where it's positioned. It is just a matter of making some measurement, using some standard fittings. Let's go see at the bottom. Okay, so this is quite a lot of water, but I rather waste this little bit of water. The first water that comes when it rains might be full of a lot of sand and dust, and that will be collected in the bottom here. And then all I need to do is I need to open this valve that way, and that will rinse out the water. So let's see what I did here. There was a lot of measuring and cutting, and finally I'm very happy. I've put the joint there, and it's running at an angle down, and I've basically just cut a hole in this big piece of tubing, a square hole, carefully measuring exact size, and then after I've inserted that square gutter, I've actually heated it up inside here and flared it out so it can't pull out, and I also sealed it with some acrylic sealer inside and outside. And from this side looks like that. And there's just a piece of wire. There was a nail in the wall, and I just used that wire. I'll do something later just for the glue and everything to set. And there's also that one there, also runs at a slight angle down. It's very important that it doesn't be horizontal, otherwise water won't flow. so that runs an angle down that way and into the tank. So we had our first rain, and as you can see, the leaf catcher worked. This stuff here is small, but if it rains harder it will fall off. Bigger leaves will just slide off. However, I found that it is better to fold the mesh in, because when it was hanging over, the water would trickle over the edge. You can see this works exactly like I planned it. The dust and solids gets caught there. It goes down the pipe, and whatever doesn't get caught here is in the downpipe down the bottom, and then there's the water level and it's flowing into the tank. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and you've learned something. Now we can fill this tank with nice and clean, fresh rainwater for our use in the house. Please subscribe and hit that like button and support me that way. See you next week.